Well, they help you. You know who starts a lot of businesses in this country, or who helps you start a lot of businesses in this country, is your local economic development authority. Is that right, Shane? Is Shane there? Oh, we got to find Shane. Shane?
Yes, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You bet. So today we're going to talk about how the economic development authorities will help you start a business.
All right, so, what economic development is that usually it's paid for by tax money.
Uh-huh.
And then if you want to establish a business, a lot of times you can go to these economic development corporations, and and you ask for some money to help start up your business.
Uh-huh.
And so that's one part that they do. A lot of times you have to show that you're going to create a job or that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And you can use the money for anywhere from a building to some capital for employees to technology or just about anything. It's up to the Economic Development Corporation on what they'll fund.
So this is not really a federal program, right, Shane? These are like local, or it could be city, county, or private, or what the heck. But it's somebody else's money helping you with your business, right?
That's right. A lot of them are usually city is the one that is the one that's probably not used as much as a lot of them are, and it's really easy to access money.
Huh.
So yeah, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is call up your city hall and ask for the Economic Development Corporation, which a lot of people don't know about, and so you ask for this money. Ask for the Economic Development Corporation, get the phone number, and then you meet with them and you just ask them for whatever you're needing.
So in other words, your economic development, the city economic development money, you're saying, is pretty easy money. I mean, nothing is real easy. I mean, oh yeah, you look cute. We'll give you a check for 20 grand or so. There's some kind of hurdles you have to go through, right? But it's at the city level.
Well, yeah, so the hard part is just the hardest part is just calling them and talking with them. And most economic the corporation will have somebody who's running it, which is the director.
Uh-huh.
So you'll meet with them. Maybe it take about 15 minutes or so to meet with them, and kind of tell them what your idea is, and they'll help you develop a proposal, usually about a page long, to take before the board the next month. And yeah, it's just about that easy. Where you just have to come up with an idea, a proposal that they like, and a lot of times they'll fund that.
Wow. So you're saying you meet with somebody like a director of the Economic Development Authority, and this is public money they're using, right, to give the businesses. And you meet with them for about 15 minutes, and they'll help you develop some kind of proposal, usually about a page long, that they'll put in front of the board. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
Wow. And that's what they meet usually once a month and decide if you get the money or not, huh?
Correct. Yes.
Wow.
And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
And now it's for businesses, or suppose that you want to put on a festival. There's a lot of economic development corporations that will provide money for a festival. Because the idea is that the festival will bring people into town, will spend money, which will then build the economy.
So if I want to put on, Lesko's Hip Hop Festival on on U Street, downtown Washington, D.C., I go to Economic Development Somebody and talk to somebody there for about 15, 20 minutes. Say, that sounds pretty good. They'll help me write up a proposal, and they'll put it to the board and maybe get like 10, 20, 30, 40 grand, something like that. Is that kind of money we're talking about?
I've seen a rate from $500 all the way up to, I think the biggest one I've seen was about $500,000.
Wow, $500,000 to $500,000. And it'll even go beyond that. So, and you say the motive. Now, the motive for these people doing this is jobs. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, that's the primary motive, is to create a job. Now, it has to help out the economy. So if it's bringing in people or bringing in customers or just adding somehow to the economy, it's economic development.
So, in other words, whatever you're doing is going to bring in jobs or bring in money or something like that. So, a festival, or just think about, hey, I think I could sell Washington D.C. trinkets around the world from here. So I'm going to bring in money from around the world because somebody's going to buy trinkets. So that may be an interesting proposition to these kind of people too, right?
Right. Well, in fact, I was an economic development director for a while, and we gave out some money for like a business to create a website so they can have an international or national reach. to customers.
Ah, so you worked with one of these organizations, Economic Development Authority, and so you were in charge of getting money to somebody who was doing a website to bring in money from around the world to buy something, I guess, from the website, right?
That's right, because that money came to that town. Then we'll say, I'm down in Texas, so we'll say the money came in from Florida, and so that builds my local economy here. There's new money coming in, and so absolutely, we funded them. I believe that one was about $2,500 is what we funded them.
Wow. So actually, we're going to talk to a fellow who has a chain of organic food stores in here. So if he wanted to go and even grow even internationally online, it may be worth talking to local economic development people about that, like you're talking about, right?
Absolutely, and going along those lines too. At another one that I worked at, we funded the development of a farmers market, for instance.
What was that?
About $20,000 to develop a
farmers market. Oh. Well, farmers market, that's wonderful. That's more along his lines. Yeah, wonderful. Well, wonderful. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the worst case scenario, whenever we talk to these guys, the worst case scenario that will happen, even if they don't give you money, they usually have access to a whole bunch of resources at a national and state level. So if they can't help you, to help you find places where there is money.
I see. So in other words, it's worth talking to these people no matter what the heck you're doing, because even if it doesn't work out, you don't get money from them. They're going to hook you up with other people that could help you either with legal or get money from another source, the federal, a state, or even the county or something like that. Let's put up that slide again, number 3. So like how to find, I don't know if you could see if you're looking online, Shane. I'm sorry, you say it's a city. Some of them, I mean, I figure when I was trying to look, there's no like one place for economic development. So you have to probably put economic development if you're searching on Google and put in your city name or your county name or your state name. Or another thing, I don't know if people realize, you can just go to your public library and they'll know where it is.
That's right, yeah. And they'll lead you to the right place. And in fact, because there's not a central location, a lot of these economic development corporations are underutilized.
Yeah.
And so the advantage that people who are listening to this can have is to make sure they reach out to these economic developers. They want to see you succeed, because it helps them out. It helps them achieve their job.
So they could be like the Maytag repairman there, sitting there with their feet up on the table, waiting for somebody to call. Hey, Millie, I think we got a phone today.
Yes,
Younger people don't know who the Maytag repairman is, I bet. Well, that's wonderful, Shane. I mean, it's right. It's solving problems in the community. I mean, we make fun out of it and things like that, but it's serious money, and it's there to solve problems in the community. And if it could help you do what you want in life, then man, because if you don't use it, somebody's going to do it, right?
Yeah, right. And to give you an idea, like in a small town, we'll say about 5,000 people, they usually have about $250,000 coming in per year that they have to try to do something with.
Wow!
And then, of course, larger cities, towns will say 15,000, often have $1 million that they can.
Wow! So 15,000, man, that's like nothing. I mean, we're on a street here, George Avenue. There's 15,000 people on George Avenue, so there could be $1 million sitting there for people to do, their ideas with. Well, that's
right,
wonderful.
So try to find out who your economic development corporation or director is, and give them a shot right away, and they'll be more than happy to help you.
Right. Well, wonderful. Well, you've been a wonderful fountain of knowledge, Shane, and thank you for being there. Thank you for doing all this work, and thanks for helping people try to get off their butt and do something in life. What are you thinking about next week?
Well, so there's some ways to make getting grants easier. It's part of writing the grant, but then there's some networking that you can do to make receiving a grant a lot easier than what it sounds.
So you have a way to make grant making easy, huh?
It takes a little bit of effort, but it's worth every dime of it, because you'll get a lot of money out of it.
Right. That's what counts, the money. Well, thank you again. Let's show his iPad. The next little graphic. There he is. There's Shane's iPad. So iGrantApp.com. $1.99. It's like how to get a grant, all on your app. Take care. We got some Texas weather here today, Shane. I hope you do. Take care.